Hillary Clinton is now walking back her controversial comment that half of Trump's supporters can be put in a, quote, basket of deplorables. Republicans, including Trump himself, are pouncing on this.
And this controversy comes at a tricky time for Clinton. A brand new ABC News Washington Post poll shows the race is really tightening. Here are the numbers. She's up 46-41, but that is within the margin of error.
It's been ups and downs all this political season. We're going to talk more about the poll in a moment with George Stephanopoulos, but we do kick off our coverage this morning with ABC's Devin Dwyer, who's in Washington for us this morning. Devin, good morning.
Good morning, Paula. You know, it wasn't the first time that Clinton referred to some of Trump's supporters as deplorables, but when she declared that half of them are deplorable under intense criticism, she quickly issued a statement that she was wrong.
Hillary Clinton expressing rare regret this morning, but offering no apology for her comments.
You could put half of Trump's supporters into what I call the basket of deplorables.
In a statement released Saturday to contain the firestorm, she says, "I regret saying half. That was wrong," adding, "I won't stop calling out bigotry and racist rhetoric." Donald Trump and Republicans are on fire with outrage for what she told her donors.
The racist, sexist, homophobic, xenophobic, Islamophobic, you name it.
In a statement, Trump calls the comment a grotesque attack on American voters that makes her unfit and incapable to be president for all the people. At a summit of evangelical voters Saturday, running mate Mike Pence put it this way.
Hillary, they are not a basket of anything. They are Americans, and they deserve your respect.
The Clinton campaign says she was only talking about those Trump supporters who've openly advocated hateful views.
That other basket of people are people who feel the government has let them down, and they're just desperate for change.
Republicans see echoes of fundraiser gaffes of the past, like Mitt Romney's private rebuke of the 47% backing Obama.
Who are dependent upon government, who believe that they are victims.
And Obama's 2008 remark that his opponents were bitter. While Trump has avoided attacks on Clinton's supporters, he hasn't always been kind.
And her supporters have very little enthusiasm.
Now, despite Clinton's regrets for some of her words, her campaign manager this morning is digging in on her broader message, saying Trump's, quote, offensive views and extremist allies are deplorable. Dan and Paula.
All right, Devin, thank you. And for more, let's bring in ABC News chief anchor George Stephanopoulos, who will be hosting this week a little bit later this morning.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning to you, George. First and foremost, of course, Trump is pouncing on this, and he has tweeted that Hillary just had her 47% moment. What do you think?
And, you know, she had to say she regretted using that word half, but it was very much a sorry, not sorry. Statement from Hillary Clinton. I mean, I think one of the things it was a gaffe. I think she would have preferred not to have made it, but you saw in her statement when she doubled down on all the things she finds deplorable about Trump supporters among the quote-unquote alt-right, that she believes that in the end, what she's going to have to do, even if this firms up Donald Trump's support, she's going to use this to energize her supporters as well. And, you know, there is a number in our poll that shows why this is necessary. It shows that 46% of Trump supporters are very enthusiastic right now. Only 33% of Hillary Clinton supporters are very enthusiastic. I think she's hoping that bringing up things like this are going to fire them up.
Well, let's continue talking about this new poll. As we said, she's up by 5 points now, but that's within the margin of error. And the numbers have really tightened in recent weeks. Should this be making Team Clinton nervous?
I think it's a relatively steady lead, actually. It was 8 points about a month ago. That's within the margin of error as well. But she definitely has an enthusiasm problem right now, making sure that her supporters don't drift away to those third and fourth party candidates, Gary Johnson and Jill Stein, as Donald Trump firms up his hold on his supporters. One of the things we see in this poll is that Donald Trump has firmed himself up among Republicans right now. So I think that is something that Hillary Clinton has to be concerned about. But if you look at the fact that she has an even larger lead among registered voters, a 10-point lead, than among likely voters, she's got to do something to get those people who are inclined to vote for her but not there yet mobilized.
All right, George, thank you very much. And I want to remind everybody, George has a big show this morning on the anniversary of 9/11. He's going to be speaking with the Homeland Security Secretary as well as former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani. That's coming up on This Week later this morning.